Here we are with the final installment of the Golden Retriever Puppy by Lego Icons. This is set number 11384. Contains 2,102 pieces, retails for $139.99. And set was provided by the Lego Group for review. Thank you, Lego. And yes, yeah, it's starting to look like it now, but we're missing some stuff here. We're missing the bottom jaw, the tongue, and the tail. There's just a big old hole in the back, and we're going to get kind of graphic with that one there. And yeah, so far the set I'd say is at a good strong 9. I really haven't experienced anything falling off, just a few pieces here and there, but nothing too major. These are just kind of fragile, and then this head just seems more like it's a, you know, just a, yeah, makes you want to get a puppy, huh? Yeah, so today we're going to be covering the tongue, bottom jaw, and tail in this installment, which is contained in bag 17. And so far, the set is not what I expected. So, you know, when I was up to the first impressions, I wasn't too sure. It looked kind of boring, but, you know, I'd say this is more or less just an average Lego set, just mostly targeted towards animal lovers. And yeah, it's not that bad now once we dived into it. Okay, let's begin. It's bag 17. Let's build it, and we're going to finish this up. Oh, we only got one small bag there, so that's not too bad. And I got a lot of stuff going on today. I started working on my taxes, and yeah, so they got the bottom jaw there. I've been really busy. I finally got my appointment made for my doctor, all that stuff. It's a pain getting old, I tell you. I thought it would never happen. It's happening. Oh yeah. Get this cord out there. Okay, so now, yeah, it comes with the brick separator, all that stuff. Life is good. So I have a bunch of stuff going on, and I'll tell you, when you're doing your taxes, sometimes you find out some things that you shouldn't have been finding out. Mainly due to, you know, because I'm putting everything into a spreadsheet. And I had found out my internet provider was kind of billing me a little too much. So, you know, I got on the phone with them and kind of was, you know, I wasn't trying to be rude, but just told them how the cow ate the cabbage. So, you know, for me being a customer for well over 25 years, I shouldn't have to deal with, you know, the high cost. And I managed to get the bill down significantly, and how I found out was I was putting my stuff in spreadsheets for tax write-offs, because I work from home, so I can write off my internet. And yeah, and the one thing they got rid of, you know how some providers, they give you a discount for putting everything on auto pay and going paperless? Yeah, they took that away, and that's what signed up some red flags. And I thought, man, if you guys wouldn't have done that, I would never have known. You know, so what happened? Yeah, my internet bill's going to be cheaper than what I'm paying now. Boy, when I saw that, boy, I was fuming. Not as bad as the memory card collapse, but I haven't seen those in Nougat before. That's a nice part. But I was just not having it. So I took care of that, booked my eye appointment, all that stuff. So I'm getting things done for my driver's license. Like I said, it's not like I could just simply go down and get it done. And in addition to all that, I have an idea for a tutorial. All right, it's a really good idea. You know, I thought, okay, I should have the parts, you know, because I thought, okay, this is a good tutorial. It'd be perfect for Easter, okay? I kid you not, folks. Anything that could go wrong could possibly go wrong with this project, all right? And I'll tell you, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was due to color of the parts. You know, I'm trying to find, you know, certain colors for a specific build. And Easter it's targeted towards Easter. Easter is mostly pastel colors. You know, like pink. You know, even this color would be fine. Tan would be okay, But just trying to find the parts. I thought, okay, so I went through and checked out all the essential parts to build this item. I have them. I thought, okay, this is doing really good. I thought, okay, I have basic bricks and plates left. I should be able to have a few of these in some pastel colors. No, nothing, not one thing. I could build this creation in plain boring white, which I don't want to do. But that was probably the only bummer that I had with this project, and it's a really good idea. I really want to share it. I just can't do it. Okay. Yeah, so for those who say, Jay, your tutorials, they always seem easy. Yeah, they're easy until I get to actually putting them together. Then I have to find the parts. Yeah, so that's really the bad thing here. So that's pretty much my issue that I've been having right now, is just trying to get... I got to make 2 of these here. Trying to get everything situated. And... you know, for this tutorial, I thought, oh, this tutorial should be very easy. It should be quick. I thought, oh, okay, I could get this one built. So, and before I really start digging into the bin, start building stuff in person, this was built in Studio. You know, I thought, okay, I should be able to, you know, have these colors, right? Nope. But I have the parts to build the essentials. And the only colors I have are these really deep, vibrant colors that I would probably be more suited for Christmas or Halloween or something than what I want to use them for. So yeah, for those who say, Jay, you have every part, I wish. I mean, yeah, I don't have the parts to finish any of this stuff right now, so I'm hoping to get going on that soon. And yeah. But, you know, this has probably been the month from hell. Kid you not, folks. It happens. Sometimes I can nail out tutorials like that, you know, really quick. And there's sometimes where it's like, okay, I got an idea, this is going to work. And then you hear that Looney Tunes theme going in your head. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that's what I feel like. So, yeah, I could not get this. I mean, guys and gals, I couldn't be making this up. You know what I've got to do? Put some round stuff on there. So yeah, for the most part, a good idea, just not enough parts in pastels. Yeah, so it's one of those days again. I know I gotta have one in here. I can't grab it. Alright. I don't think we're done with the bottom jaw yet. Oh, we are done. So this is the bottom jaw right here. I'm hoping I got that right. Boy, that's kind of creepy, you know. And now we got to bring our puppy over here. Yeah, but I've been on the phone today. I was supposed to go get a new phone. I only had about 3 hours of sleep last night. Couldn't even take a nap today. Well, I'm going to have to see if I can tip this up so we can see it together here. So this is supposed to go in here. Right in those things right there. Alright, open wide. Here we go. We're going to have to shove that in. And it goes right in. Alright. Yeah. Let's see, does it bite? Yeah, that's bring back some memories when I got bit. I mean, yeah, it looks like he's yawning, huh? It closes up all the way, too. I mean, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, now we're going to be doing the tongue here, and I use my tongue for so many things: cleaning, tasting, showing love, and cleaning. Ooh, yeah, we know that, right? They slurp all over you and get your nice clothes all dirty. We'll build this up here in space. Yeah, so I'm slowly making progress on getting things done, you know. I mean, it's, you know, and I know somebody asked me about the Pokemon sets. They haven't sent them out yet, but they have promised they're coming. In other words, they won't be here probably till well after they're released. And some people got them, most people didn't. And, you know, I mean, do I care? Not really, because I already have a bunch of stuff. But I know there's been, you guys and gals have been asking about them. And I want to make sure, you know, that, and it'll follow the same format as this. All right, it'll be the same thing. We sit down. There was a guy already got his set early and goes, I'm going to build it for you, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts. And I thought, dude, seriously? That's the same old generic Lego YouTuber theme now. I'm going to review the set and show you. Well, no, I'm not showing. I'm showing you what's involved here. That's how I'm doing it here. Oh, okay. So the tongue goes on the front like that. But no, here I don't do that. There's a gap there. Oh, you know why I didn't finish it? Whoopsie. But no. When I get those sets, folks, I will be doing a whole entire. We'll be doing the whole thing. So that's the tongue. And I'm not a fan of that hanging down like that there, because that's going to come apart. So what it does is it's like a plug-in device. You plug it in like that. I mean, stick your tongue out. It doesn't look good like that. Honestly, I think he looks better without the tongue, but for the most part, yeah, it just snaps right on in there. Not too bad at all. Let's see what we're doing here before I... Okay, now I know what we're doing. Okay, and I think we are building the tail now. Let's bring this down for you so you can see what I'm doing. So yes, most people are not going to cover the sets like I do, because, you know, I mean, I understand some people don't want to hear their voices. They don't want to... You know, this... It does get, after a while, you know, if I'm doing this, I can't listen to music, I can't watch a movie, I can't do anything. I understand. I get it. I literally get it. But for me personally, I'm going to show you, I'm going to build it for you, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. You know, we don't do that here. We build the whole thing. The only thing I edit out, if I have to clear my throat, or if I have to sneeze and cough, or somebody comes knocking at the door, you know, I mean, I'm not going to, you know, fill it up with a bunch of outside noises like that. But at least here, I mean, I keep it real. I keep it like if we were building together like a bunch of friends, you know. That's the whole goal of this channel here. And well, we know one thing. If this is the tail, we don't have to worry about any mirrors or clones. So you just got to put this slope like that. I don't think that's going to matter. And then this goes here. But I've been hearing mixed emotions about this set. Some people say they don't like the way it looks. You know, here's the deal. It's Lego. It's never going to be perfect. The only way to get things perfect is getting to the point of custom parts. And I don't think anybody wants to do custom parts. Like where you have to literally file your parts down and make them fit where they weren't supposed to do. And also I've been getting some people contacting me for consignment jobs. And a lot of them are well out of my expertise, so I've been kind of referring them to other builders who are better into building certain projects than me. And two, I just don't have that kind of time right now to invest into projects. You know, with work, family, I just, you know, I can't just spare the time right now. I'm trying to get my stuff done. So, well, that's starting to come apart. So yeah, this installment here is going to be very short. Very short. And I think what I'm going to do here is after I get this installment done is we're going to do the tour on it. The tour on this one's going to be a piece of cake. I'm not worried about the tour on this set, so I just got to get it going. You know what I mean? So I got to get things going here. Okay, that goes right there. Let me bring... Yeah, I need to change this thing up a bit. I need to change the orientation of this. Because every time I'm thinking up should zoom in, no, it zooms out. So I need to fix that. And I didn't even check my file formats on these. Remember the last time it said UHD, so I got to make sure it's not in the wrong format. But I've just been so busy. And I'm going back to work in about 10 or so days. Isn't that fun? But at least when I go down to the eye doctor, I got a ride already set up for that. And I'll be in town, so that will make my job a little easier there. And did I forget something? Yes, I did. It's supposed to go like that. And this is supposed to go in here. That's not pretty, is it? So right now, yeah, a few of my buddies are talking about vacation, and here I am like, oh, I got work, I got obligations I got to deal with. Well, are you sitting on it? No. Oh, there it is. So right now I'm kind of like daydreaming, thinking, where do I want to go this summer? Well, first I got to worry about my driver's license first. But I need to get thinking on some places to go. Because after a while, being cooped up in the desert is not a fun thing to do. You know. Yeah, we're practically just built a mirror of this, just a little different. Yeah, these slopes are nice to have. When I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of them to go underneath my roofs to smooth out the ceiling, but they were cool nonetheless. Yeah, so I got a couple of tutorials, just not in the right colors. I'm just debating, do I want to scrap them? I mean, they're good. They're good tutorials. I just don't want to just get rid of some tutorial because I just simply don't have the parts. I mean, I have the parts, but not the parts. I have parts, like literally parts to build this stuff. You know. Alright, so... Okay. Well, we have this here. I bet it goes in that tongue, but I'll find out here. And this goes like that. Okay, I see, because then we can make it really flexible, huh? Alright, so that's how it goes together for the tail. Alright. And, oh! That's where the tongue goes. We'll take a look at here in a bit. This is what we have remaining here. I have this piece, but I have a feeling I forgot something in there. I will check that out in a second. So we're going to do the tail real quick. Boy, that's not looking too good there, isn't it, Lego? I mean, that's kind of something wrong there. As long as this bow goes up, we're fine, but it shows it like this. So... okay, they go right on those clips right there. So let's see if we can get those in there. Well, we did. That's not too bad. But, okay. Yeah, so this thing's pretty flexible. Let me get this in here and frame for you a bit more. So yeah, it does rotate. It's very flexible. So I would say that this is not that bad for what it is, you know. That's all he does. His tail doesn't go straight out. Oh, I'll leave it like that then. You really can't see what I'm doing here. That's pretty much what it is. So it's very flexible indeed. It just, I don't know. But now we got to find out where this one here goes. But no drool guarantee. Oh boy, your puppy's tongue can be stored under the back panel when the mouth is closed. Oh boy, let's try it out. Let's see here. And then we'll figure out where this piece goes here. Okay, so let me get all this zoomed out for you. We've got to do the whole flavor here. Matter of fact, before we do that, we're going to do this here. While we're here, I want to thank everyone on my main channel as well as Patreon for being contributors. It's always a big help. In addition to that, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to like, comment, and subscribe. I bet that goes right in there. But before we do, like, commenting, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Let's take a look here. Yes, that goes right in there. Right there. And I want to thank everyone on my Patreon, or not Patreon. What's that thing? Rebrickable, for being customers and purchasing building guides. Yeah, so this fits in like that now. It looks a lot better. Okay, we got to take this out. Now it tells me we could put it in the back here. I almost forgot the shout outs too. And they say that this removes, remember when this fell apart and I dinged off a point? Well, maybe I shouldn't, so I may have to bring it back up to a 9.5. And the tongue stores in here. So that's why there was a notch in here. Now is that how it goes in? Yep. With this piece facing down like that. Just stick it right in there. Now will this close? Indeed it does. So, I wish there was a way to make the tongue more retractable than that, but that's pretty much what it is. And honestly, when the mouth is closed, I mean, it looks like the real deal. I mean, it feels like I'm petting a real puppy. Just really kind of bony looking in terms of petting it. It's not soft. It looks, some people say they didn't like the way it looks, but you know, it's Lego. It's never going to be fur and stuff. This is not a Build-A-Bear class or anything. But that's essentially what it is. And there's a couple things that I don't like about it and such, but well, all right. Now we're going to do the summation of thoughts before we get to the actual tour. It's not a bad build for what it is. I'm going to say a 9 to 9.5. I'm still kind of debating on it, but it's really nice indeed. I may just keep the tongue in here while I'm doing the review. But I'm not a fan of accessories like this because that's just something that can get lost. And remember, in addition to that, you have to take this arm off here and rearrange it. So let's try it out and see how easy it is here. You're going to have to pull something apart here. And well, let's see here. How do we do this? This thing's pretty heavy. Like that. And then you have to stick it in like this. I just have to remember that. And you can see where I'm fighting to get that on there. Like that. You know, this thing needs to be zoomed all the way out. You know, matter of fact, I got a better idea. Let me bring the camera out a little bit further. I think I'm going to put this on a turntable. So not summation, let's call it setting up. So yeah, well, I've already broke the puppy. Oh wow, parts are already coming off of it. Okay, that fell off there. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I think this is going to warrant for a 9 flat. You put this in a pose, keep it where it's at. I'm going to put that back to where it was. This thing is not really easy to move around. It's just, I I feel like I'm going to bust something apart here. Let me kind of set it off to the table here and see if I can get this to go in there. There we go. You get this set, you may want to leave that in one position. But, I mean, it's not bad for what it is, but I'm going to be honest, I've seen some other creator animals or any type of animal figures that had more flexibility than this little guy here. Obviously. Let me get a turntable here. But am I pleased with the build? It looks pretty cool. It's a nice display piece, but you can't obviously play with it. That's probably the only downside to this animal figure here. And if this is any way that the Pokemon sets are going to be built, they're just display pieces. Let's hope those are a little more, well, not so involved. I don't know what I'm saying. I've been really just been kind of busy with things, and yeah, I have not put those cleats at the bottom, although I should. I should do that before I go back to work. Let me get behind the camera here. It has an auto level. I've never played with it. Let's bounce this a little forward here. My battery's already dead. I hate to think the battery in this thing's already going bad. Yeah, so maybe I can tip it down just to here. Yep, just trying to get everything done, folks. I got a lot of sets to review, and the red light just came on telling me that the battery is significantly low. So if I drop out, you ain't missing much. I think that's perfect. But I mean, honestly, though, it's a nice, adorable little brick-built animal. Would I buy something like this? Probably not. You know, I'm not into brick-built animals. Pokemon, maybe. But it just kind of feels kind of wobbly. I mean, it's there's only a cross-axle holding all that weight. So, I mean, this is about as far as he goes, right? His head rotates and tilts like a, you know, it works pretty good. But honestly, I just kind of, I'd say it's just average construction for what this is. I mean, they used a lot of snot methods. But for quality, I just think it's just kind of, I don't know. I think we're ready for the actual review here. I think this ring light will be fine for this. I don't think I need to bring out the floodlight on this one here. But this is how I'm going to do the review. Just like this. I think that's going to be good enough. Yeah. So all that work just for a really quick review. It's just a 360 spin, show and tell, and then my thoughts and opinions on it. But it's not a bad set if you're into golden retrievers. You already got a golden retriever puppy. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, I think until you see it in person, it's pretty amazing. But you have to be really interested in something like this. Well, let me stop my jaw flapping here. Let's get into the formal tour. Here is the golden retriever puppy all assembled, and it's a very unique build. So let's take a quick 360 spin tour. And yeah, it's got really a nice rough texture to it. So it's not soft like a real puppy, of course, but Lego was trying to capture that. And if they made this too smooth, it would just look too finished off. But they were trying to go for more of a kind of like a really soft fur effect, so it's not too bad. And down here we got ourselves a little name tag here, and this is very important, especially if you have furry friends of your own. Make sure they're always wearing their collars and stuff so we can easily find them. And that's printed. And I'll just pop this off and show you here. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's a new piece that Lego was advertising, and yeah, it's not too bad, and that just snaps right back on there. That's not meant to come off, but and yeah, pretty much what this is. Now, I'm not going to say this is really truly a posable puppy. Couple reasons, all right. So first off, the tail is probably the only part here that you can flex around and move. It moves in all different directions, and you know, and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It does move around. But let's start with the front here. All right, the jaw does move. You can do it like this, but his mouth won't close all the way. So you can take out his tongue, and that just, it's a detachable piece here. And that's essentially what the tongue is, in order to close his mouth up all the way. And this is something that you can lose pretty easily, but Lego had already thought of this out. You just take this plate off the back. I thought maybe they did something wrong here. No, that's meant to come off. You stick this in as shown, and then we can replace this back on here as needed, like that. So it's a good way to store the tongue, and if you need it, you just pull it out. But remembering to put that back in there is going to be up to you to figure out, because I would probably forget that. Probably the best thing to do is to leave the tongue in, although it looks fine as is. Now, in addition, the head does move. It rotates. But it just feels kind of flimsy and wobbly. It doesn't go too much like this, and going up and down, it doesn't do that. So it can't look up or down. So if it wants to drink water or have some food, it's going to have to do a face plant, unfortunately. Now, in addition, we have the ears. These are also flexible too. This is about as far as they go. You know, you can fold them up if you want, but that doesn't look too good. And this down here, these are just tacked in. Be careful, because these could fall off real easily. I wish they had a small hinge piece down here to really fortify that. Lego didn't do that. But, you know, they're doable, and it looks cool. This thing looks adorable. Now, on the box, it says that the limbs can move. They don't move. It looks like they move, but they don't. First off, the rear legs are fixed. You cannot do anything. This paw was fixed. This one here, you actually have to remove to change its position. So this paw here freely does this, but this one here we're interested in. This one doesn't move. You have to take this paw and just pull it out of the socket, and you got to stick it in this hole here to have it go in. And yeah, this will fall apart. I've had that fall apart when I was doing the demonstration on the second channel. Alright, well, we don't need that, I guess. And that's what's going to kill the score on this one here. And that's what you do. It's not flexible like you think. I wish they would at least had this paw here hinged where we could do that. Now I can understand why they were trying to make this as durable as possible, but a lot of the smaller animal or brick-built animals, their limbs move. Why doesn't his limbs move? Maybe it just wasn't possible. We don't know. I can't get into the heads of the creator. But this piece here, I've had it fall off a few times. So you got to put that back in, and yeah, that's pretty much the only part that really ever haven't fallen off. And then you got to put this back on here. This paw here moves too. That's probably the only thing that's really truly hinged other than the ears, and sticking that back in. And honestly, I'm holding my breath. I feel like this is about to break off here. Okay. Also, I'll bring this up closer. Lego did use some space helmets for the eyes, and those are printed. I mean, it looks cool, doesn't it? Let's pop open the mouth here. We'll stick the tongue back in. Yeah, it's mostly detachable parts. Now, don't let go of my hand, naughty dog. Yeah, I mean, there's teeth in there too. I mean, it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool indeed. You can take a close look. Oh boy, you can look right at you. You can stare right into your soul with those eyes, huh? And yeah, I mean, for the most part though, that's it. I mean, you can leave the tongue in there. It looks like that. I mean, but it's totally up to you. If you get your own model, you could do it. You could display it your own way. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. That's the whole nickel and dime tour. Putting it together wasn't too bad. And honestly, not what I was expecting when I first saw it on the box. I saw it on the box and I thought, well, this is not going to be an interesting build. So we're going to start the review with my build experience, and yes, this is probably one of those instances where I was wrong. There's actually a lot of color inside of this. They used lime green, I think they used some flame yellowish orange. There's some bright colors in here. Matter of fact, if I pull the book up here, Lego did use a lot of bright colors. We got pink in here. I mean, look, we got lime green. We got teal. You don't even really see a lot of these colors. Red. We don't even see this anywhere. So it's not just a strict tan build. Lego really thought of this out, which is, which is even cool. In addition, if you have to correct some issues, there's a brick separator. So for my build experience, it wasn't what I was expecting. I thought this was going to be just some tan, boring build, but no. This one was actually colorful inside. And it's not too bad. And I actually somewhat enjoyed it, but at the beginning of the build, it starts off very boring because you're building the framework for inside the torso. But once you get past that and you start adding the skin, the golden retriever puppy goes together real fun. It started getting pretty interesting. Some parts are dry, it depends on what you're working on, but it wasn't something I would say that I was totally bored with. No, this one here I'd say was more average for me. It was just putting it together and enjoying the build. Build quality, I'd say it's average. As you saw right here, this piece comes off if you're trying to take this joint out. And yeah, you're going to have to put the tongue up, and these parts right here on the ears, this could flake off. You got to keep these pinched. Yeah, the build quality I'd say is more or less average, but Lego did use a lot of snot methods to construct this. This tail is nice and flexible, which is cool. But it wasn't really nothing too special about it. If you look up close, we have a lot of bricks and plates. So it's just, it just looks like an oversized Lego Creator 3-in-1 animal set. I'm just being honest there, but it looks cool, and I think this is more life-size than anything else. So for my build experience, I'd say it was average. Play value, I wouldn't recommend playing with this. This is meant to be put on a shelf, put on an end table, and just to be admired. I mean, you can change the poses, but I would stick with one particular pose. I wouldn't change this too much because things may fall off, and if you pull something the wrong way, you could probably do more harm than good. So find a pose you like and just stick with it. That's pretty much what I would have to say about for play. It's just not a whole lot of play value with it at all. So it's not terribly bad as a display piece, but if you're looking for something that you're going to have fun building with a partner, you may need somebody to help you build the legs and stuff. This stuff didn't go together here. The rear legs, the tail, and this front paw here, they go on at the very last. This one you actually have to build what's on the puppy as well as the head. So I'm going to say one person can comfortably build this. Two, you're going to have to plan it out. So read ahead in the building guide. So I'd say one person preferably can put this together. So this is not like a family build, unfortunately. You can't share it with a friend. But all around, though, at the very end, it's not a bad brick-built animal, just something I'm not too interested in. And especially for the price of $139.99 for over 2,000 pieces, it sounds like a really good deal. If you're looking for parts, I mean, yeah, this one's got a lot of tan bricks, plates, and bowels. So I'd say the part count on this one is pretty good for what it is. So the price, if you're looking for a very lengthy build that's going to keep you entertained for a few days, here you go. Nice, good winter, spring, summer, fall project. This one can be built all year round. So my final score in the set is going to be a 9 out of 10 just due to build quality. My build experience is just, it's subjective. That's my experience. This set, would it be something I would buy personally? No. But 9 just for pieces flaking off. We got detachable parts, and I think Lego could have spent a little bit more time on this and make this, if there was a way you could pull the tongue out instead of just detaching it, make the limbs, at least this one, move, I would have been happy with it, just like with this. I mean, I understand he's not going to be able to stand, right? Because this would be very, very tough. But all around, though, it's a nice display piece. And yeah, I could see this being displayed, and that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this up for display for a month or so until I start seeing dust on it. And sorry, my friend, we're going to have to put you in the parts bin. I was about to say the glue factory, but that's a little too much. But I mean, it's a nice little golden retriever puppy at that. So if you have a golden retriever puppy, here you go. And I'm sure this is pretty close to 1-to-1. And overall, though, just looking at it now, I'm pretty impressed with the way it looks. Yes, it's going to look blocky. It's a Lego build. It's not going to look smooth. It's not going to be soft like a real puppy. And yeah, with that only one cross axle here, I feel like his head's about to snap off. So once you build it, leave it there. There's just a lot of weight on that cross axle. If you're looking for me to trash talk this one, I'm sorry. I call him as I see him, and this one here wasn't that bad after all. And I think it's priced reasonably for a very lengthy build. And this is going to be something you're going to want to build on a nice cold day. Even if it's hot outside and you don't want to go out because it's just like 100 or so degrees or 40 degrees Celsius. Yeah, you don't want to go out there and roast. This is a good set to do to kill some time. But tell me what you think of the Golden Retriever puppy.